Thank you, Tony. And our Pinpoint weather team coverage continues now. Last night's widespread power outages may have inadvertently led to a devastating house fire in Coventry.
Officials say the fire was likely started by a generator. Tonight, we're hearing from neighbors who say power outages and using generators are nothing new. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado is live in Coventry with what residents are saying tonight. Steph?
Well, firefighters here in western Coventry responded to what started as a generator on fire last night. By the time they arrived, the whole house was on fire. Winds quickly spread the flames, and tonight we are learning what caused that fire. A family's home on Plainfield Pike in Coventry destroyed by fire after flames tore through on Monday night. Captain Robert Mann says it started in a generator.
They were using a generator, power was out because of the windstorm that went through.
The state fire marshal telling us Tuesday the fire has been ruled accidental. The homeowner did have the generator running outside, but there was a doghouse being used to cover it that ignited.
I was down the road getting gasoline for my generator since we didn't have power when my wife called me and said, "You got to get home fast because our neighbor's house is on fire."
Bruce Palmer lives next door. He says the power goes out so often in this neighborhood during bad weather, everyone uses generators.
If you're going to have to go days at a time, now you got food to worry about to lose in your refrigerator. Now you got the simple necessities, because remember, when we live out here, we also have wells. Wells have pumps. Pumps are run by electricity. So when I lose my power, most of us, that means I lose my water as well.
He was running his own generator outside as he watched firefighters tackle the flames next door. He says he checked to make sure his was running safely.
You read the instructions like a Bible and you stick to them.
And that's exactly what the fire chief here in western Coventry says to do if you have a generator. Read that instruction manual so that you're using it safely. He says this homeowner had put the doghouse on top of the generator apparently to protect it from the weather, but that was obviously not safe because it wasn't being vented properly. Fortunately, everyone got out of that fire safely. Live in Coventry, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Tony. The West Bay Mobile Newsroom moving to Coventry now. Tonight, we've learned new information about the chain of events that led to an intense house fire late last night.
Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado joins us now live from the Mobile Newsroom with how the weather played a role.
Well, the high winds certainly helped the fire spread here in Coventry last night, and weather is also the reason the fire started in the first place. The homeowner was using a generator because the power went out.
We lost everything.
Fire Captain Robert Mann telling Eyewitness News in western Coventry Monday night the family that lives in this now destroyed house on Plainfield Pike was using a generator to power their home during the windy weather. The generator caught fire, and then the house.
The wind didn't help matters. It was basically a wind-driven fire.
Tuesday, the state fire marshal confirmed the fire was ruled accidental. The cause, a doghouse placed on top of the generator that didn't allow for enough ventilation.
I was down the road getting gasoline for my generator since we didn't have power when my wife called me and said, "You got to get home fast because our neighbor's house is on fire."
Bruce Palmer lives next door. His own generator was running at the time, too. He says the risks do make him nervous, but generators can be a necessity in this area where the power goes out so often.
On a night when it's going down to 15 or 20 degrees, if I don't have power to heat the water in the pipes, then I have to worry about pipes bursting and doing tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage.
And so fire officials say the key is to follow the instruction manual for your generator if you do have one. We've also put some tips on our website from the state fire marshal for generator safety. In this case, while the house unfortunately was lost, everyone got out safely. Live in Coventry, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.